Previously on Disco Elysium.
Enough! None of this is funny. It's fucking sad. That's what it is. He's a cop. He's one of us, goddamn this.
You were the worst client I've ever seen. And I have seen so many assholes in this place. I've had sailors fighting, union guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the karaoke machine every night for 2 months. But you... well, you were worse than all of them. Honestly, you were getting borderline aggressive.
Just no. Hey, you.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with?
I've got some questions.
Of course. What can I help you with?
I don't remember him saying this.
Sure. I'm done with it.
Oh. Okay then.
Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache. Of course. I won't hold you back.
Thank you, ma'am.
You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
That is true. Can I borrow your gloves?
Oh, keep them. I have another pair.
Oh, thank you. Such a nice lady. I'm going to close. Equip you. Go to my notepad. Inspect body. Alright, Kim. Let's go take down this body. Get out of here, kid. I'm about to take away your toy. Like a good adult should.
He still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely
Or I'm not.
dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now with his white eyes. The ammonia only makes it worse.
Of course it does.
The second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
Great. The ammonia didn't help at all.
Nor does the wind right now.
The weight is reassuring, like a crenel on solid fortification. Pat, pat, pat.
I've seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You are facing tough odds here. Alcohol withdrawal makes it considerably harder.
Do without me, Kim.
No. This is a two-man assignment because it needs 2 officers to complete. I need your help. You need to get your shit together.
Okay.
I should go talk
For
to
you, Kim. Anything.
Something else to do while the wind changes. It's pretty bad right now.
You've gained a thought. When this dialogue is over, go to your thought cabinet and internalize it with special bonuses and effects.
I love looking at all my thoughts.
Get yourself together. Then come.
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
From another planet. Hey there.
Hi. What's going on here?
Jam, my man.
The jam?
Jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days.
How long you been here?
Feels like forever.
Days?
Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
Extravagantly phased, but I can roll with it.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already.
Behind the laugh, however, a touch of sorrow.
So tell me, what do you need?
Anything about the dead man?
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs.
And your conclusion?
Sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees.
What you hauling, anyways?
High-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Oh, can I get a gun? I'm missing mine.
Time to arrest him.
Can't even get a few jokes past you, my man. I've got another haul of found cargo. Mostly sporting goods, tracksuits, and that kind of thing.
Ooh,
We usually
maybe we'll
fish
start a
from
mob.
abroad in the Occident, though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately.
Can I get a tracksuit?
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise.
Yeah, okay. But at least I have a pal. Is that yours behind you?
Beauty. Sure is, like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested?
A motor lorry, also called a camion, on Caillou and neighboring islands. This one looks roughed up enough to be some sort of found rust bucket. Maybe the A6?
Good eye, my man. Yup, she's an old one, but reliable. Me and her spent a long time together.
There it is again. A little touch of sadness beneath his cool. He thinks he's spent too long in this lorry.
So, nothing illegal?
Unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
Maybe they have. You're under arrest.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Tell me about the strike.
It's like whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands, no way in or out. Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company.
Ooh.
I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
Ooh. What do you think they
Wanna
want?
Keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching. Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do. Us
We
lorry
do.
drivers. Camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really. Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
What's better than chasing transient pleasures? The more transient, the better. When one's ended, you can get onto the next one.
What do I see in his eyes?
Ease into it. Don't go too far. This seems like a personal matter.
Okay. I don't want to get into it. I don't want to get into it.
I'm okay, man. Just the jams got me down. The fumes, the chemical rainbows, the tarpaulin stretched on the frames and the dull engines off.
Just in case.
Maybe the full-on direct approach wasn't correct. Damn, it's tricky business looking into someone's eyes and not doing it wrong.
Okay.
Be a stranger.
Good talk. Let's go that one here. What are you? Good. Probably selling stuff that I don't have money for. I know, Revasol. That's where we are.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago.
Okay.
Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
Yeah, you tell him.
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
What?
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Rivachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself, and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Yeah, get him, Kim.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense.
I don't know what's happening, but get him.
Needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
I think we all learned something here.
I haven't learned anything I didn't know before.
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Whatever you say, officers.
What are you hauling?
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation.
What kind of cargo?
Apples.
Apples?
Yeah, apples. I take it you had other questions?
He's giving
Okay.
you the runaround. Let's be honest. You were bested.
Oh. Okay.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. As you breathe in,
Oh my god, I actually did something.
it's a spell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it.
Do they always do that?
We do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enamel boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins, and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
Inspect the
The
boots.
material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow. These are clearly not boots. They're armor. Possibly
They're not
armor
just
of a
boots.
larger set.
They're armor.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots. Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be. Under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
What happened to the rest of it?
The locals probably scavenged it. It would be odd if he had more on after 7 days. We should keep a lookout for this species. The armor could yield information. This is one thing he might actually know.
Ew.
No, I think he had something precious underneath the clothes. They had to remove the jeans and shirts we found to get to it. And this kind of armor is often worn under fabrics.
Okay. Well, what if they told him to strip to demean him?
They usually hang them completely naked for that. La puta madre, the Mazda, the Besmerties and the like. This one still has his underpants.
Fucking talking about underpants.
It is. It's expensive.
Okay.
We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
6?
For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
So about how much my rent is due. Great.
For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 real, unadjusted for rank.
Wait, my pay is 5,500?
Not too much, yes.
It's enough.
The lieutenant nods, wiping his finger on his sleeve.
How could this man afford such expensive
That's
hardware?
for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company. But that's just hearsay.
This report.
Just something I scraped together from my station. An area report on Martinez. I'm sure you did the same.
That's of course.
He's not actually sure of that. He's just being tactful.
It's like pretty advanced for a security guard.
This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup.
Sounds
It's
fragile.
anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether. Like whirls of floorboards, the design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood materials, like lignum vitae and ebony perhaps.
What does this remind me of?
If trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-sections would look like. The smooth, glossy surface fractures into ever more intricate interconnections, peaking on the right sabaton, where you notice the whirls are in the shape of a letter and number combination, E50, 100, 1000.
Look, it's a number.
Good. Can you read it to me?
That
We
number.
have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema when we're done. Either station can chase it for us.
This feels dangerous. Are you sure?
Yes.
The stench fills your nostrils. As you push downward, an ominous creaking sound comes from above.
Stop!
I stop.
Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Brutal!
Let go.
What's wrong with you, asshole? Why is he letting Goku know?
I don't know, baby. I don't know why he's such a.
Okay,
Obviously,
fuck you.
If I may ask, what were you trying to achieve by putting on the deceased foot?
I wanted to see if he had anything in his boot. You know, a note or something. It's not the weirdest thing we've seen.
Twists on the cargo belt. His torso covered in. The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt, big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo under six-rotor airships.
Wow, I'm smart. I think.
Airlifting. I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them. The local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they use whatever was on hand without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves.
So the dock workers did it.
I was afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had assumed. The brief suggested as much, politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing?
My past is ongoing. Total annihilation. Nothing remains. My mother, the love of my life, certainly not a briefing.
Okay, you should ask me for one the first moment we get.
Okay.
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around. That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle.
Okay.
The cadaver hangs from
Got tattoos.
A web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. His corpse is marked by stars. Alcohol and heartbreak.
Aww.
Of no nation that I know of. If anything, it reminds me of religious illumination, last or penultimate century. Men who live harsh lives often turn to innocentic worship. But which one? I see no trace of a humanoid figure.
We're missing something
I
here.
agree.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears, some sort of camera.
I let the lieutenant work.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera.
This is the first time he openly acknowledges the kid's existence.
No, he talked about the
I have only 2
kids
ampoules,
before.
so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
Take one with me.
A sound,
Oh, God!
a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
In case we need it.
Cool machine.
It is pretty cool, isn't it? It
What do you need a
gives
photo for?
insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd
Whoop.
say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter to us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around.
Okay.
Here, a souvenir. Don't lose it.
The glossy
I'll try.
corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper. Teeming.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to...
Look him in the eye.
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess.
Tell me who you are, dead man.
I'm gone.
Where have you gone?
Into the wild pale yonder. In the past. Way out in the west.
Did I kill him?
I'm a joke. Look at me.
There's nothing funny about you.
There is nothing funny about jokes either.
That's not true.
A killer.
Is it? I'm funny.
Motherfucker. And a killer. Go ahead, Cobbo. What do you mean?
Talking to you.
It's the power of your imagination.
Yeah, man! Don't be crazy! Inanimate objects and dead people can't really talk to you. Your wild imagination is doing this. Ask some more of those questions you love so much.
Thanks, Necktie. I can always count on you.
Because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions?
Give me a comical amount of questions.
Coming right up, copperoonie, Rooney.
My name, Rooney.
Fuck no. You're no Rooney.
Oh, I'm Raphael, of course.
Listen to yourself. You're not a Raphael anything. You're probably just Harry or something. That's right. Harry.
No, it can't be. I refuse. I won't be a Harry.
Good for you. Because you have.
Okay. Who killed you?
Love did me in, Brother Copo. It was love all along.
Yeah, I feel that.
Sure, Lobo. I can ask you a question. Why are you doing this?
What?
Looking at my face, motionless, looking into my eyes, standing here. Why are you investigating my murder?
Because this is all I have. And it might lead to something miraculous.
Something is on its way. Something hidden. It's coming. A miracle from the northwest, and it's almost here. You can feel it in the air, on your hands. The cold spring air smoothing them over.
Alright.
Back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
How do we get him down?
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
Okay, hold on.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and as you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air. The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and...
Yep, we're good.
The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt. The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship strength material.
Maybe cut a branch?
Climb up there and saw the branch?
Yeah, good point.
There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees. I was really
Harbor help?
hoping we wouldn't. The Union appeared to be suspect in this case. It seems like a dangerous route to go down.
What else can we do?
Okay, they do have the tools and the men. And since it looks like they put him there...
Can get him down, too.
Okay, let's do it in the lousy, dangerous way.
But won't it be dangerous?
For help with the victim's body? To be indebted to Everard Clare? Very much,
Who?
yes. Which is why I would have preferred us to handle this ourselves. Clearly we can't.
Suck my dick, bitches!
Okay, fuck you. Not even talking to you.
He's a dangerous and corrupt man, and we cannot predict what he will want from us in return.
I was just gonna ask Tommy.
Yeah, don't go being someone else's bitches. You're Kuno's bitches.
Alright, let's go get worker help.